I'd make their way out to a cacophony of applause and noise, and greeted to an abundance of expectation. It is the time of year in the EFL Championship where points are aplenty. Both of these sides know how important this period of the campaign is. So then tensions build as the expectation is high. Swansea City, after victory over Plymouth Argyle several days ago, make 3 changes. Fulton, Yorm and Bancini all drop to the bench. Giancarlo Franco, Ronald Pereira and of course the centre forward Jan Vypotnik all enter the starting 11. Jan Vypotnik, the Slovenian international, with no home goal since his debut against Preston North End in mid-August. As for Sunderland, off the back of a late 1-1 draw against Bristol City, the team news is as obvious as all would have expected. Both Dennis Sirkin come in at left-back and Patrick Roberts into the attacking fray. At least he drops to the bench, but all eyes are focused on the injury of the young superstar Tom Watson, who is expected to miss the next 2 months through both a knee and ankle injury. And Patrick Roberts, after scoring the goal against Bristol City several days ago, deliver once again. Well, Liam Cullen has been the man of the moment for Swansea City when they've needed one to step up over the course of the last couple of weeks. 2 goals in his last 2 home games. Should he score today and make it 3 in 3 home games, he'd be the first player to do so since Ollie Koppel did so in October of 2022. So before we start the festivities here at the Swansea.com stadium, a moment of observation.
The passing of our beloved former player, Vic Gamasol, at the age of 82. Vic spent 5 years with the club as a player and scored the last goal for Swansea Town before the club's name was changed to Swansea City in 1970. Vic, who was born in Manchester, would end up making Swansea his home. And he had a number of roles with the club and within our community. He was most recently a gregarious and warm presence in our hospitality lounges on Matchdays, where his host of stories made him such a popular presence. Our players wear black armbands in his memory today, and will now pause for a minute of applause. It will begin and end on the referee's whistle. Thank you.
And so an immaculate observation for the recently passed Vic Gamasol, over 180 appearances in league football for Swansea City, passed away several days ago. All of our thoughts and prayers go to his family today. Andy Davies, the man in the middle today. As always, let's hope the officials stay out of today's headlines. Well, there is a feeling of real importance about this game. Not just this one, I'm sure, today in the EFL Championship. And Patrick Roberts, who has been so used to delivering on the big stage in recent years, deliver once again. Scored late on, of course, against Bristol City on Tuesday night. Former Celtic and Manchester City man loves the big moments. Well, the biggest news regarding these two sides over the course of the last couple of days has been the injury of 18-year-old Tom Watson, as we said earlier on, expected to be out for the next 2 months with injury. And Regis Lebris says they will find a solution. Reports suggesting Sunderland may dip into the transfer market in January. But all eyes focusing on now And Regis Lebris' side find what would be their fourth away win of what is a gruelling campaign in the EFL Championship. And so away we go. 8 years ago this was a Premier League fixture. And now, after troubled times, both sides eager to make a return to the promised land and at the very least be involved in the post-season conversations. Swansea City on their best run of form all season, now eager to show they can tussle with one of the so-called big hitters once again. For Sunderland, the aim is clear. A push for the top flight feels as realistic as it has done for some time. Could it? Can it be their time after enduring for so long? As we welcome you to the Swansea.com stadium for Swansea City versus Sunderland. And Swansea City, of course, unbeaten in their last four. It is their best run of form over the course of the season thus far, the best run of points gained as well. 7 wins, 7 losses and 6 draws thus far. 3 of those victories have come here in front of a home crowd. Sunderland with 10 victories, 3 losses and 7 draws, 4 away wins on the campaign thus far, find themselves 4th in the Championship after a stutter or two over the course of the last couple of weeks. 1 win in the last 9 and drawing 6 of their last 8. No doubt Laurence Vigouroux, the Chilean goalkeeper, will be kept busy today. Last clean sheet was November 10th for the ex-Swindon Town man. Part of a back line that have kept 5 clean sheets this season, conceded 19 thus far, the 6th best defensive record across the entirety of the Championship. Of course, Burnley leading the way, conceding a remarkable 7 goals. Sunderland unable to test in the early stages. They ended the Spaniard on the far side, unable to control. Grimes, the captain. Over 300 league appearances for Swansea City. Kept forward and perhaps a chance to interrogate Sunderland in the early stages. Harris sees his efforts go unrewarded. Boy on loan from Brentford. Enjoying his time under Luke Williams, the former Notts County man. He was promoted to the EFL in 2023 with Notts County via the playoffs. Regis Lebris, the Frenchman, replaced Michael Beale, of course, in June. After a spell with Lorient in Ligue 1. 2 seasons where he finished 10th and 17th respectively. Stern challenge made on the near side here. There's Ronald Pereira, the 23-year-old Brazilian, whose first 2 Swansea goals came in a 2-1 victory over Sunderland back in February. Kubango, the Welsh international. Key. Grimes. Poignant pass is well blocked by Neal. There's Bellingham in the centre of midfield amongst the Swansea City forest. Hume. Hume eager to play as Rigg has his pocket picked. Roberts unable to wriggle away, and here comes Swansea City through Ronald Pereira. Cheap free kick given away by Roberts, and perhaps now an opportunity for the home side. Goals scored for Swansea City this season, currently the lowest amount inside the current top 12 in the EFL Championship. Goals have been an issue for both sides this season, and the irregularity of them. What can Swansea City conjure here? Lovely inviting ball in from Grimes, away by the head of Bellingham. Take 2 for the Swans. Cleared away convincingly. Vipotnik pounces, and in predatorial fashion, Jan Vipotnik scores for the first time in front of the home fans since mid-August. And the weight of the world lifted from the Slovenian. Well, it didn't take too long, did it? Jan Vipotnik was as alert as ever. As the ball was played in by Grimes once again, it wasn't cleared in convincing fashion whatsoever. Jan Vipotnik, so alert, so aware, had to take it first time. If he even thought of taking a touch, he would have been pounced on immediately by the barrage of retreating Sunderland defenders. Jan Vipotnik has made a career of scoring goals. That his fourth of the campaign, and Swansea City lead in the early stages. So where do we go from here? Swansea City with a strong home record this campaign. That's just 2 of their 8 home games this season. As we said earlier on, goal scoring has been a particular problem for both sides this campaign. Swansea City, prior to this game, finishing just 12 of the 27 chances that were deemed big chances created here at home. Nudged inside, and Sunderland and Rigg pick up the pieces. Here is Rigg, the 17-year-old England under-18 international. Sunderland now look to interrogate. Mayenda. Low, enticing ball in, cleared away convincingly by Cabango. And the Spaniard, ex-Sochaux, of course. He's been part of 2024 on loan at Hibs in the Scottish Premier League. Second turning into trouble. Harris able to win a free kick for Swansea City, very much enjoying his temporary life here in Swansea. In an interview the other day, felt as though he needed another loan move after winning promotion to the EFL Championship with Portsmouth last season. Vigarou. Neil. Ballard runs into trouble. Can Swansea City pounce again? The effort is lashed towards goal, and it required a save, and a smart one at that as well. Liam Cullen denied. Wonderfully by Anthony Patterson. Not the finest moment for Dan Neil. Cullen in tip-top form. Sees his effort tipped wide. And a myriad of maybes awaiting the service now for Swansea City. They look to double their advantage inside the opening 9 minutes here at the Swansea.com stadium. Kurt Harris. The angle change now for Grimes. Sunderland back in possession. Isidore. We've not mentioned too much in the opening stages. Down under a rather hefty challenge on the far side. Swansea City not convinced at all. Never want to shy away from a challenge, Matt Grimes. Feels as though he got enough of the ball. And now Swansea City have to change gears drastically. Defence on the mindset of the home side, with Patrick Roberts and Trey Hume over the ball. A litany of players awaiting. What can Sunderland offer in this situation? A lovely inviting ball in. Confidently cleared away as far as the cusp, and across goal it goes. An assertive piece of goalkeeping from Laurence Vigarou. Exactly what was needed in that moment for Swansea City. It's a real moment of uncertainty as the ball ricocheted back across the face of goal. Full of invitation. Lawrence Figaro making no mistake at all. Cabango into the wide areas. Tip forward once again. This is Cullen playing the role of senior pest. Sirkin able to clear this time. Only as far as Pert Harris. Here comes Swansea City again in what has been a very aggressive start for the home side. Pert Harris with a ball in. Easily dealt with by Ballard for Sunderland. Sunderland, of course, have found victory in the country of Wales already this season. Beat Cardiff City on the opening day. Also found away victories this campaign at Portsmouth and Hull and most recently Luton. Can they find something with this foray forwards? Bellingham craving half a yard. His reward is a corner. "29 goals scored so far this season for Sunderland. 5 have come from Wilson Isidore, the French centre-forward on loan from Zenit. Swansea organise. Swinging ball in is headed harmlessly over to the far side. Here's Bellingham to pick up the scraps. Rigg. And Swinger is nudged to safety. Roberts. He does ever so well to keep the ball rolling. As we said earlier on, it is a gruelling part of the campaign. The stage we find ourselves entering right now in the EFL Championship, and in truth across the entirety of English football. 6 games in the next 21 days for Swansea City. 21 points available. Away at Hull City to come. Home QPR, home Luton as well. So far so good today in the opening stages of the game here against Sunderland, an opponent they're used to doing ever so well against. Won 5 of their last 6 against the Black Cats. Lost just 2 of the prior 22 versus Sunderland. Neil thrashing forward invitingly. Lovely touch from Mayenda. He wanted a free kick. Referee says no. Key unable to get out of the tight space on the far side. And Isidore conceding the free kick. Swansea eager. Here they come again. Pert Harris. A litany of bodies ahead. The boy on loan from Brentford unable to wriggle away, but does win a free kick. Consent to further opportunity for Swansea City. Harris inviting the challenge. Eventually it came from Daniel Ballard, who was dragged out of his centre-half position. And so what now for Swansea City? Podnik, the goal scorer, inside the opening 5 minutes for those of you joining us late. It'll be Grimes to serve. And in truth, a disappointing delivery for a player of his standards. Key happy to retreat. Figaro thrashing forward delightfully. Now Ronald Pereira down under the challenge, and the referee once again taking no notice. Bellingham has his pocket picked, and this time the referee does blow the whistle in favour of the home side. And to add further punishment, it'll be a yellow card to Joe Bellingham. He got himself caught on the edge of his own penalty area. Wonderfully persistent from Gonzalo Franco. Bellingham didn't see him. And so Liam Cullen surveying the scene. Who's made headlines recently for the Welsh national team. 2 goals and 2 assists in 7 Welsh caps. Those came in a 4-1 thumping of Iceland in the Nations League several months ago. 5 goals this year for the boy they call one of their own here. From Kilgetty, just 49 miles west of the stadium. Can Cullen deliver again? Oh my word, yes he can! Yes he can! Liam Cullen with a glorious goal. A goal right from the top shelf that finds the top corner.
It's the 6th goal of the season for the Swans number 20, Liam Cullen!
The 6th goal of the campaign, and undoubtedly the pick of the bunch. This resilient, skillful Welshman only had eyes for goal, and boy did he find it. Thrashed across the ball. It was always spinning away from the goalkeeper, Patterson. Luke Williams' side now operating within the realm of comfort. Swansea City leading by 2 goals to 0. And what now for Sunderland, who need a response fast? Penny for the thoughts of Regis Lebris. Just one of their last 11 away league games of Sunderland. Against Swansea City. Of course, there was a time when they were 6 points clear at the top after a victory against Oxford United in October. Now 5 points behind first-placed Sheffield United. It's been a torrid spell for Sunderland over the course of the last couple of weeks, and yet they've only found themselves losing just the once. Plenty of positives for Lebris' side. Can they find another moment of positivity here? Not if Joshua Key has anything to say about it. Figaro. Cabango. Darling. The runs are made in vain as the referee blows the whistle in favour of Sunderland. And as it stands, could do with the respite. And Swansea City have caused all sorts of problems when manoeuvring forward. It's been an uncertain spell for Swansea City, of course. Finished 14th last season, third year in a row. They've not partaken in the EFL Championship playoffs. Now Bedada. Go, gets his feet tangled. Isidore looking to pounce. Does win a free kick. Van goal into the referee's book. Doesn't seem certain as though there was an outlet for him. Either way, he had his pocket picked and was forced into making the challenge. Academy products. Hails from Cardiff. Although I'm told he likes to keep that quiet around these parts. So, can Sunderland find a way back into the game here? Failed to score, but also kept clean sheets in 3 of their last 4 away games. Isidore peels away. Rig with the ball in. Tripping harmlessly into the path of Vigouroux. Smetham showed momentary interest. Ballard. Northern Ireland international. Of course, cost a reported £2 million from Arsenal in 2022. As Bellingham finds himself on the ground. Down the line they go. Mayenda. Cabango making the necessary challenge, and now a corner for Sunderland. In a game that has been littered in irritation for the Black Cats thus far. Can the Bournemouth loanee, Chris Smetham, be one of a handful of options for this set piece? Joe Bellingham, Daniel Ballard, all awaiting the service, as well as Wilson Isidore. Can they find something here? In-swinging ball in. It was an awkward moment for Laurence Vigouroux. Feels as though he was pushed to the ground. He may have vacation out. Goalkeeper seemed to be impeded, but nevertheless, 10-0. Can we continue the play as Swansea City, courtesy of goals from Jan Potnik and Liam Cullen, leading by 2-0. Isidore. Mayenda. Cross goal he goes. Rig looking for half a yard, and Swansea clear away. Neil. Hume. Lovely inviting ball in. Nudge back down, and Rig unable to find a way through the forest of Swansea City players. Grimes. And here comes Swansea, albeit momentarily. Patterson, the boy hailing from North Shields, just 12 miles north of the Stadium of Light. Sirkin. Mayenda. Bellingham involved as well. Luke Williams, the manager of Swansea City, was full of praise for Sunderland in the build-up to this game. So they're a team that are really performing very, very well. So the theme and preparation that they've imposed on so many across the EFL Championship this season has been very good. Major belief in what they're doing and the way that they're playing. Insinuated that they will be one of the best sides in the league throughout the season, and viewed this as a major test for Swansea City. So far, so good for Luke Williams and Swansea City and the adventurous Laurence Figaro. Here comes Sunderland, desperate for a way back into it. Roberts down under the challenge. Twinkle-toed Patrick Roberts, of course formerly of Fulham, Manchester City, Celtic, Middlesbrough, Troyes. Can Roberts find the head of the likes of Meffam and Bellingham? Daniel Ballard now trotting forward as well. Hume with a lovely inviting ball in. It's a gorgeous goal. Dan Ballard with the goal. The first of the season. And it gives Sunderland life in South Wales. Well, just short of the half-hour mark, Sunderland needed something, and they found it through the persistence of Daniel Ballard. Threw his body into the equation, no questions asked. May have taken a touch from Joshua Key on the way through as well, but either way, Daniel Ballard and Sunderland will not care. They find themselves back in the realm of relevance. 2-1. Well, if you're just joining us, where on earth have you been? Swansea City took the lead inside the opening 5 minutes through Jan Vipotnik before Liam Cullen's stunning free kick gave them a 2-goal advantage. And now, just moments ago, Daniel Ballard giving Sunderland away back into the game. All of this inside the opening 28 minutes at the Swansea.com stadium. But it did trickle out for a throw on the near side. Josh Time in the guilty party. And he'll be a little more relieved now, I'm sure. A litany of injuries to deal with for Régis Le Bris over the course of the last couple of weeks. He's lost a handful of star players. Did say though having a big squad is a good problem to have. Mayenda. Sirkin clearing away. Here's Bellingham. Well, these are two sides that are very much involved in the playoff conversation. Sunderland find themselves fourth in the Championship at the moment. Victory today for Swansea City would put them on 30 points, potentially 2 points behind sixth place West Bromwich Albion. So many games on the horizon this period at the peak of importance in the EFL Championship. Cullen clips forward, and just out of the reach of Ronald Pereira. So then 2-1 just after 30 minutes at the Swansea.com stadium. In what has been a thrill of a football match, in which he will be the happier head coach, no doubt. Here comes Sunderland, though. Giroud taking no chances. His backline a little more eager to take a risk. Giroud forced to play the ball to one side. Seems to be momentary concern now for Matt Grimes. And this is not what Luke Williams will be wanting to see after such a positive start to the game. Such an integral part of Luke Williams' plan here at Swansea City as Matt Grimes, the club captain. Liam Cullen taking the opportunity to receive an instruction or two from Luke Williams. And of course it is Swansea City who lead by 2-1, and they were leading by 2-0, courtesy of goals from Liam Cullen. But first, Jan Vipotnik comfortably tucking the ball away on the cusp of the 6-yard area. And this goal at the other end of the scale. Liam Cullen from 20 yards out with a gloriously picked goal. Thrashed it into the far corner. And his wonderful campaign continues on. Swansea City back into the realm of relevance through a goal from Daniel Ballard. All inside the opening 28 minutes of the football match. Grimes now continuing to receive treatment. Matchday, smattering of applause. He'll make his way over to the coaches' area for the time being. Caught a glimpse there of a handful of potential options for Swansea City should they be needed. Ji Sun-young, Jay Fulton, perhaps two of the most obvious replacements if needed. Williams does seem to be okay, and at the very least will be assessed for the remaining 11 minutes plus added time of the first half. Well, we're never short of entertainment here at the Swansea.com stadium. Prior to this game, 11 goals scored in the last 2 games here, as many as in their previous 8. Here's Darling. Vigouroux away. Neal. Sunderland skipper unable to regain possession. As Grimes returns to the fray. Here's Cabango. Neil. Neffen. On loan at the moment from Bournemouth, of course, the former Brentford man. Promotion to the Premier League with Bournemouth in 2022. It's his type of experience and know-how that'll be key for Sunderland moving forward. Roberts will play his part, no doubt, as well. Timon. Darling. His first goal came here against Sunderland in October of 2022 in a 2-1 win. Here he is again, thrashing forward. Presence of Key playing its part. Gonçalo Franco, the Portuguese midfielder, into Key. Cabango. Over 120 EFL appearances for Swansea City. Grimes. Poignantly forward from Darling. And here's Roberts. It's the deluge of Swansea players into the path of Bellingham. And now it's open up for Isidore. Well charged down by Cabango. Didn't give the Frenchman an inch in the moment. A goal in 5 now for Wilson Isidore. And the misguided pass finds its way into the path of Vigouroux. Made the most of his opportunity, of course, the goalkeeper. Joined this year after 4 seasons at Leyton Orient, and now Swansea at the other end with another opening. Vital header. Picked up now by Ronald Pereira. Very good challenge by Trey Hume on the near side. Another enticing ball in. But Harris this time unable. Bellingham. Free kick to Sunderland, much to the dismay of the home crowd. This a really good opening for Swansea City. Miles Peart-Harris. He has himself 1 goal in 17 Swansea City appearances this season. Came very, very close to getting his second. Here's Roberts. Ronald Pereira. And a rather aggressive challenge from Patrick Roberts. Doesn't seem to agree with the referee's outcome at all. Grimes. Franco into the wide areas. Cabango. Joshua Key. The challenge that was necessary came in from Dennis Serkin on the far side. So again, Miles Peart-Harris causing problems. He wants to be a senior Premier League player in the not-too-distant future. Williams doesn't disagree with that statement, since it's very possible for the 22-year-old. Here's Darling. Easily nudged away by Sunderland for the time being. And another free kick goes in the way of Sunderland, and Matt Grimes can't believe it. Here's Meffen. Trey Hume, the Northern Ireland international. Ballard, the goal scorer for Sunderland. A miscue, greeted to a sarcastic cheer. A lovely ball forward. Swansea City continuously direct. Key cleared away for the time being. Well, Swansea City will fancy at least having another opening before the break. Ronald Pereira. Cabango evading Isidore. Another purposefully delivered pass. Timon. Pereira. Ronald Pereira losing out. Regan able to continue the move for Sunderland, who do remain in possession. Billingham shielding well. Ballard the goal scorer. Evan. The waiting ball is well read and easily dealt with comprehensively by Ben Cabango. Grimes. Joshua Key on his 50th league appearance for Swansea City. Kurt Harris. Key with the ball in and deflected behind. So what does Swansea have up their sleeve here? Dipotnik already, when loitering, able to score. Cullen providing the other in spectacular fashion. Darling across goal, no takers this time. The effort towards goal. Good turn and strike from Ben Cabango. Unable to find the target this time though. Was able to get away from his marker. Through one or two ricochets. Just forcefully thrust the ball towards goal without any real direction. Luke Williams said to the media just the other day, the group has recovered well after beating Wayne Rooney's Plymouth Argyle at home park several days ago. So everyone's a bit tired, no major concerns. See Sunderland as one of the better teams across the division. So far the major test has given Swansea City some major moments. And from a Sunderland point of view, the frustrations continue on though. Can they offer something before the half-time whistle is blown? Cullen and co keeping the ball within Swansea's grasp.
The fourth official indicating a minimum of 3 added minutes at the end of the first half. 3 minutes.
So 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Do we have one more opening? Timon. Here's Vigouroux. Misguided pass. Rare moments of miscomposure from the goalkeeper. Bellingham conceding possession. Cullen. Grimes. Thrashed forward invitingly and cleared away by Ballard, only as far as Vipotnik. Do we have one more opening before half-time? Bert Harris. Stopped in his tracks momentarily. Miles Bert Harris. Down the line they go. Franco picking up the scraps and unable to force a way through. Vigouroux keeping forward into the path of Ronald Pereira, who seems to have little interest in it. Grimes now thumping the ball forward delightfully. Joshua Key in an advanced position. Harris providing support and an angle for Key. Grimes encouraged to shoot. Franco into the path of Key. Bert Harris across goal. Easily gathered at the near post by Anthony Patterson. Intricate, promising play though from Swansea City. Joshua Key, the pivotal components of the way that they've operated in the opening 45 minutes, which sees Swansea City leading by 2-1. Goals from Jan Vipotnik inside the opening 5 minutes, before Swansea City saw their lead doubled in spectacular fashion, courtesy of that man, Liam Cullen, with perhaps the goal of the day in the EFL Championship. Sunderland got themselves back into the realm of relevance then, courtesy of Dan Ballard's first goal of the season here in South Wales. A pivotal part of the EFL Championship campaign. The days where the dice needs to be rolled, on the days where results are pivotal ahead of a very busy schedule. Which way will this one go? Which way will this one turn? As we welcome you back in to the Swansea.com stadium on the southern tip of Wales. Swansea City leading Sunderland by 2-1. Callum Williams, your commentator. Swansea City eager for what would be an 8th victory of the campaign. Sunderland desperate for what would be an 11th triumph of the campaign. Some work to do for the Black Cats and Regis Lebris though. Swansea City desperate to return to the playoff picture. Finished 14th last season. 3rd year in a row where they've not competed and partaken in the EFL Championship playoffs. For Sunderland though, this is their 3rd season in the Championship after spending the prior 4 in League One, of course. Here's Trey Hume, league winner in Northern Ireland, of course, in 2019 with Linfield. Swansea very quickly in possession and unleashed down the right-hand side and tidied up from a Sunderland perspective. Darling happy the dice with danger. Well, there's Miles Peart-Harris, who finds himself once again on loan from Brentford in the English Premier League. Said he needed this loan. Can feel himself improving every day. Has gained confidence in himself off the field as well. Can he find more success on the field here? The effort towards goal from Vipotnik is not connected well enough. Easily gathered by Anthony Patterson. Vipotnik was loitering again. Just unable to guide the ball towards goal, and Gonzalo Franco not connecting with it either. Has to go down as at least a half chance for Swansea City. Thrust forward now and out of the reach of Wilson Isidore. Key. Peart-Harris will give chase. Anthony Patterson. Out of this game. There's a record of 37 shots from the 48 that he'd faced this season. Neil, the academy product. Too purposeful on the pass, perhaps. Comes up from Mayenda, the Spaniard. So no changes at the break. Two changes for the Sunderland starting 11 that drew 1-1 against Bristol City, of course, several days ago. And Lissi finds himself on the bench, and Tom Watson injured for the foreseeable future. Dennis Sirkin and Patrick Roberts entering the starting 11 for Sunderland, and no doubt there'll be plenty of discussion as to how this lineup can change things moving forward. And for Swansea City, a mix of Fulton, Ji Sung-yeon and Mancini find themselves on the bench. Franco and Ronald Pereira, Vipotnik making their way into the starting 11. Here comes Sunderland. Trying to squeeze through and does win a corner. And so can Sunderland find something here. After finding themselves 2-0 down, a half chance to find an equaliser. Litany of red and white awaiting the service. Roberts with the ball into the back post. Cross goal it goes, and up and over from whence it came. Good in-swinging delivery. The idea would have been to go to the back post and thrust the ball back across goal. Dennis Sirkin able to find the third goal of the season for his team. Regis Lebris. And a very good reputation coming into the job at Sunderland. This despite suffering relegation with Lorient in Ligue 1. Actually spoke to ex-Sunderland goalkeeper Vito Minone the other day, who worked with him at Lorient. Said he's a good coach, obsessed with modern football and very, very capable, very detail-orientated. Angled ball played in and steered away by Key for the time being. Isidore. Peart-Harris. Down after suffering not one but two abrasive challenges. And a yellow card for the troubles of Dennis Sirkin. Peart-Harris attracting all sorts of attention once again. Sirkin, player born in Dublin to a Latvian family, into the book. Gonzalo Franco back in the starting 11 today. Joined, of course, this summer on a 4-year deal after time in Portugal. Ex-Spor Vista and FC Porto. Bellingham down after the trip. Ballard. Thrust forward again, and it's latched onto now by Isidore. The angle against him, as was the opportunity. It's the first real sign of life from Wilson Isidore. Does ever so well to play off the shoulder and beat the offside trap. The angle ever so tight though. And the pressure from Harry Darling and co, doing just enough to rid the danger of Wilson Isidore. As we said earlier on, no goal in the last 5. November 9th against Coventry City, his last. Roberts. Sirkin. Neil. Clever little flick from Rigg. Here comes Sunderland, interrogating Swansea City. Who stand firm in their unit once again. Gonzalo Franco doing the rest. Well, the tension's starting to grow a little further now. Atmosphere and volume getting a little louder. Ballard. Clever little flick from Mayenda. Bellingham unable to wriggle away, does win a free kick though. Grimes the guilty party. Zipped into the wide areas now. Roberts. Still unable to force a way through. Stern challenge made by Trey Hume, denying any sort of counter-attack from Swansea. Goal, just able to pick out the initial pass for Gonzalo Franco in between the lines. Sirkin, happy to retreat. Here's Anthony Patterson. 7 clean sheets prior to this evening. Sirkin. Free kick in favour of the home side, much to the annoyance of Job Bellingham. England under-21 international. Suggestions already that ahead of the January transfer window that bids will be on the horizon. Key with the ball in. Patterson able to gather. To be met by the head of Cabango, who is ever so stern with the secondary challenge. Wilson Isidore seems to have a real problem. And he's not one to shy away from tough challenges. Wilson Isidore, the former Rennes and Monaco man. Cabango was stern in his approach, vigorous even. Arm was slightly outstretched. Lebris is now thinking about a change or two over the course of the next 10 minutes or so. Needs more from Wilson Isidore, on loan from Zenit St. Petersburg in the Russian top flight. Best first team season came in the 22-23 campaign with 10 goals for Lokomotiv Moscow. Isidore on the end of a rather abrasive challenge from Ben Cabango this time, and Aegis Lebris watching on with an element of caution, it seems. Timon thumping Swansea City forward. Key. Darling happy to retreat. To his centre-half partner Cabango. Vigouroux now taking no chances. It's turned into a rather inviting ball for Ronald Pereira, who is stopped in his tracks momentarily by Hume. Grimes. Ronald Pereira. Options are plenty awaiting the ball. Sunderland in numbers, organised defensively. Neil happy to dice with danger. Patterson clipping into the wide areas and Sirkin. And a free kick in favour of Sunderland. So an hour gone here at the Swansea.com stadium. Goals from Jan Vipotnik and Liam Cullen, giving Swansea City originally a 2-goal advantage before Daniel Ballard gave Sunderland a goal and a way back into the game and cut the scoreline in half. Can Sunderland get themselves back on equal terms? Roberts and Hume over the ball. Myriad of maybes awaiting the service for Sunderland. Lovely ball in from Roberts, Darling away. And picked up now by Gonzalo Franco. Amongst the deluge of Sunderland players. Bellingham has his pocket picked. Neil to the rescue for Sunderland. Rigg. Roberts. Teasing, toying. Darling away. Roberts back across again. More energy and assertiveness from Sunderland in the last few moments. Swansea press forces them to retreat though. Patterson over the head of Sirkin, which leads to an applause from Luke Williams. Through Vipotnik, and the whistle had gone. Decision in favour of Sunderland. Jan Vipotnik, clearly offside. Isidore giving chase, and perhaps an opening here for Sunderland. Rigg, the 17-year-old. Rigg's ball in, cleared away by Key. Bellingham involved, and Key at the second time of asking, able to steer to safety. Ballard now. Is there an opening here for Sunderland? It's Roberts! Straight into the grasp of Laurent Vigouroux. Signs of life for Sunderland, though. In particular, through the ideas and creativity of Patrick Roberts. 2 goals, 4 assists in 19 championship appearances for the former Celtic man this season. Brought in today, of course, for Régis Lebris after Tom Watson's injury was confirmed. Lebris suggesting that they will have an answer, they will find a solution, even though Tom Watson remains unavailable, reportedly, for the next 2 months. Here's Neil. Isidore. Mayenda trying to wriggle through. Mayenda has his cross blocked, and the last touch came off of the Spaniard, much to his dismay. Behind for a goal kick. Unable to nudge the ball inside. He's now been beaten by Mayenda, but he able to recover ever so well. Here comes Swansea again. I get the feeling the next goal in this game will be beyond vital in the outcome. Here's Darling. Running into trouble. Here's Rigg. Second stab at it. Unleashes Roberts. It's Patrick Roberts. Darling to the rescue again. Vipotnik unable to keep possession for Swansea City as Sunderland look to wriggle through and find a way back into the game. Angle ball played in, and Darling there to meet it once again. Cabango plays his part, not once but twice. Can the persistence of Sunderland pay off? Not this time. Puff of the cheeks suggests an element of frustration once again. Well, it's been fairly even, as you can see, from a statistical point of view. Certainly much more so in the second half. One has to wonder. With 23 minutes plus added time remaining, which way will this one go? Sunderland's irritating spell continues on. They were 6 points clear at the top earlier this year in October, but now 5 points behind first-placed Sheffield United. They need to start picking up points in a very, very busy spell in the EFL Championship. Here's Mayenda's ball across and steered away to safety by Franco. And a roar, an enthusiastic roar from the away fans. Can Sunderland find something here? Before the referee observes a conversation or two. Nothing much to it. And now Roberts over the set piece. Roberts with the ball in, cleared away by Swansea City. Neil. Chris Meffan. In the end is unsuccessful in his attempts to win a corner. There seems to be a problem now for Lawrence Vicaru. The former Leyton Orient and Swindon Town man will need further treatment, it seems, clutching the left ankle. He's been such a consistent goalkeeper this year in the EFL Championship, and this is why he finds himself on the ground. It's always very concerning when a player goes down without any contact at all. It seems as though Luke Williams is set to make a substitution or two. Yancini and Ji Sun-yeom set to enter. Sunderland looking to make an adjustment as well, it seems. Right now, immediate concern on the Swansea City goalkeeper.
Substitution for Sunderland.
So the change confirmed then. Dennis Sirkin. Luke O'Nien is the player set to enter for Sunderland. Luke O'Nien, of course, missed the game in midweek against Bristol City due to illness. Player who has contributed over the years since joining from Wycombe Wanderers in 2018. Actually scored the first goal of the season against Cardiff City, just down the road here. Harris. Darling once again giving the ball away. Here come Sunderland. Rigg. Mayenda gets it all wrong at the vital moment. Rigg and Sunderland did ever so well in the build-up. It's obvious what Mayenda was trying to do, open up the hips and find the far corner. Not on that occasion, though. So Ji Sun-yeom, as well as the attacking-minded player Florian Yancini, set to enter. Miles Peart-Harris, who has been such a pest today, as well as the goal scorer Jan Vipotnik. The players who will depart and head for an early bath. And this will now be intriguing to see what Swansea City can offer. Perhaps a little more narrow now with the introduction of Ji Sun-yeom. Florian Yancini, formerly of Amiens and Bastia, coming in to lead the line for Swansea City. Here's Neil. So just under 20 minutes to play at the Swansea.com stadium. What has been a thoroughly competitive second half here. And in truth, a very entertaining game throughout its entirety. Patterson thrashing forward, Key repelling. It seems as though Ronald Pereira has made his way over to the right-hand side. In the meantime, Sunderland push forward through Dan Neil. Neil lets fly! Oh, brilliant! That is stupendous! That is superior! Skipper's goal, if ever there is one! Dan Neil rifles Sunderland back into the realm of relevance and back on level terms. Game on! That is a beautiful goal. Dan Neil allowed to stride forward, cut across the ball, didn't seem to hit it in the centre, and it flew past Vigouroux. Grimes unable to get anywhere near Dan Neil. And the first goal of the season will be one to savour. Dan Neil and Sunderland, who were 2-0 down, now find themselves level at 2-2. Where do we go from here? Problems now for Luke Williams, whose side looked so comfortable. I have to wonder how much a goal like that will mean for someone like Dan Neil. Heard the cries of "he's one of our own" from the travelling Sunderland fans. Grew up a Sunderland fan, did Dan Neil. You get the feeling if he wasn't on the football pitch today, he'd be there with the fans today. He will be delighted. Regis Lebris now with a wry smile, but knows there's still work to do if Sunderland are to find another goal. Swansea City more than capable. Here's Roberts. Rigg with the ball in. Bellingham! From 2-0 down, Sunderland lead 3-2. And it's the other Bellingham who takes the stage today. Well, how about this? A game completely turned around. The ball was allowed to trickle across goal. It was never dealt with whatsoever. Joe Bellingham made a late run in towards the penalty area. Was never really picked up. Ball came across from Rigg. Bellingham getting in between several Sunderland players and making no mistake at all in front of goal. Joe Bellingham with his third goal of the season, and maybe his biggest yet. Two goals in 2 minutes for Sunderland have completely turned this game around. Just one win in the last 9 for Sunderland. Draws have become a habit. 6 of the last 8. They've been able to claim a point. How much they would love to claim all 3 today. Joe Bellingham has given them that chance. Isidore giving chase. A little more pace and energy to the game now. Grimes, who wins a free kick. Key unable to find a way through. Here's Rigg. Into no man's land, and Vigouroux. It would just be the third home defeat of the season for Swansea City. Still 12 minutes plus added time to play. All the noise now coming from the away end of the stadium here. Can Sunderland offer something here? Just out of the grasp of Liam Cullen. Brice had said in the past he's very much enjoying the rigours of English football in what is a brand new experience for him and his staff. This would now go down as a vital victory if they are able to claim it. If they are able to hold on with just over 10 minutes remaining. Ballard down under the challenge. Conal Bedada clearly irritated. They've got plenty of the player. Victory for Sunderland today could hoist them into third above Burnley. Vigouroux clearing away. Isidore. Deflected cross is awkward and Darling is there to clear. Isidore again. Touched inside for Maeda. Conal Bedada clearing away. A little flick from Gonçalo Franco, but a free kick for Swansea. O'Neill having none of it. Nuku 9, of course, now 30 years of age. Roberts. As Sunderland go on the prowl for 4. Very nearly slipped through as Darling once again met the ball with purpose. Cullen. Oh, Swansea crave another moment of magic from him. Easily gathered by Anthony Patterson, who will now take all the time in the world, one would assume. Last away victory for Sunderland. It was all the way back on October 23rd away at Luton. This would be a gargantuan victory to get them back on track. 9 heads forwards. It's Mayenda. Good save from the goalkeeper. Assertive piece of goalkeeping from Figaro. Mayenda ever so unfortunate. Quick thinking from Luko 9. Mayenda with the angle against him, forcing the goalkeeper into a smart save at the near post. Ronald Pereira. Timon. Ji Sung-young, South Korean international. Grimes. Surveying the scene. Short for Darling. Bellingham. Isidore. And support from Rigg, who is ever so confident in the way he manoeuvres. Twinkle-toed teenager. Another example of it. Not quite the time for the Olays from a Sunderland perspective. 5 minutes remain, plus added time. Can Sunderland hold on, or can Swansea find another? Forward now for Ronald Pereira to chase. Patterson taking no chances. Good use of the body from Bellingham. And a clear and obvious foul from Cullen. Sunderland eager. A little too eager, perhaps. More problems, it seems, for Daniel Ballard. Not the first time he's found himself on the ground today. Ballard, of course, scored the goal to set Sunderland on their way. Isidore able to evade several challenges. How things turn around. Nick Williams went from being near celebratory to beyond disappointed A throw here for Sunderland. And surprisingly will take their time. Mayenda through on goal. Flashed across the face. Once again, quick thinking from Sunderland. Mayenda, the recipient of it, just unable to this time test the goalkeeper. Grimes happy to dice with danger. And is taken down after the late challenge came in from Isidore. Here's Key. Clear and obvious tug of the shirt from a retreating Chris Rigg. And himself a yellow card. Chris Rigg, of course, from Hebburn, just 10 miles northwest of the Stadium of Light. Already been suggested that several top teams across European football are keeping an eye on the 17-year-old. Ji Sun-yeon sees his efforts go unrewarded. As we approach the dying embers of the game. And a contest that has given us plenty. Isidore winning the ball in mid-flight. Here's Rigg. And Sunderland look for a fourth. Roberts lets fly. Isidore unable to execute. Cullen on the edge of his own penalty area. Timon taking no chances. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes for Sunderland to hang on, or for Swansea City to find a goal. Here's Key. Bellingham amongst the mix. And a free kick to Sunderland, much to the irritation of the home fans, as you can hear. Mayenda unable to force a way through. Key rightly rewarded a free kick. Yellow card brandished out as well. Confirmation it was Wilson Isidore with the yellow card. So with the clock counting down, do Swansea City have another opening up their sleeve? Grimes. Darling forced to retreat. Grimes misplaces. Sun-yeon involved as well. Down the line they go. Roberts executing a little bit of trickery as we enter now or never territory for Swansea City. Cabango forward. Here's Key. Vigouroux thrashing forward. Nine able to meet it mid-flight. Bellingham. Allende wriggling away. Mancini on defensive duties. Grimes. Timon. And Darling as well. Timon dispossessed. Into the last 30 seconds of the game. Do we have late drama at the Swansea.com stadium? Cabango. Key. In comes the cavalry for Swansea City. Ji-Sun Yom. In from underneath it and cleared away. We've had the 4 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. A day littered in disappointment for Luke Williams and Swansea City. But a day that may be valued so highly come season's end for Régis Lebris and Sunderland. Their 5th away victory of the campaign and perhaps their biggest. Daniel more than played his part with a gorgeous first goal of the season. After Daniel Ballard had got them back into the swing of things, Joe Bellingham, just 2 minutes after Neil's spectacular strike, took the headlines and stole all 3 points for Sunderland, who once again move into the conversation of automatic promotion contenders. A fabulous victory for Sunderland, a much needed victory for Sunderland, who find themselves victorious away at Swansea City. They huffed, they puffed, they gave it their all, and in the end, after a thrill of a football match here in South Wales, we are left with the final score of Swansea City 2, Sunderland 3.